Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you my brand new Melody Piper bed remake, which I'm super excited about and my little girl likes as well. I was going for an edgy, musically themed bed because Melody is the daughter of the Pied Piper and a world famous DJ and talented musician, so she wasn't getting a princess bed. Now, before I tell you what I did, let me show you the original bed that I started off with. As you'll recall, I made this bed months and months before the Melody Piper doll even came out, so when it did come out, I figured out that it didn't really go that well with her. So starting over with a new smooth foam block, I found a piece of silver fabric that I had used in Farrah Good Fairy's bed, and I hot glued that to the top to serve as her bed sheet. And then I found this beautiful trim with gems sewn into the margin of it, and I thought this would make a great bed skirt. It was very expensive, however, so I'm very grateful for that 50% off coupon I had to Joann Fabrics. To further finish the bed, I had this yellow ribbon that I also used in her first bed, and I hot glued that to the top of the bed skirt to try to cover up some of that white space between the bed skirt and the silver bed sheet. And then this is probably one of my favorite ribbon trims. It's a silver on black that I used to glue on top of the yellow ribbon. However, I ran out. There wasn't very much on the spool, so I had to go back to Hobby Lobby, go back to the trim section, panic while I looked for it, but finally found it. Yay. And so I'm going to use it on her blanket too. For her blanket, I looked at the back of her vest and it kind of looks like this cool glittery alligator scale fabric. So I found a fabric that looked like that. This yellow piece of fabric I had from her old bed. This is a new maroon trim. This is a new silver on black trim. This is some new silver trim that is quite thick. And then this is some thin silver trim, and I'm going to put all these pieces together into her new blanket. So I cut out a rectangle of the black alligator fabric, added a rectangle of yellow, added the maroon trim, added thick silver trim to the top and bottom of the yellow parts, added the silver on black trim, added silver trim to the top and bottom of the blanket, added silver trim to the right and left edges of the blanket, and then finally added this silver on black trim to the tops and bottoms of the maroon. Now for her pillow, a rectangle of the alligator looking fabric and a rectangle of her yellow fabric, added trims to the tops and bottoms, and then added these brads. I also used these in her first bed. These are musical note and treble clef brads. And I used my handy dandy little brad tool, punched some holes in, and added those to her pillow. Then I hot glued the two ends of it together, so it kind of looks like a cuff. Now I'll hot glue the bottom, and I've done that. Now I'll add in some cotton balls and hot glue the top, and voila, the pillow is done. For her headboard and footboard, I took 2 1/4-inch dowel rods and painted them silver. Then I took these 10 craft sticks and painted those silver, and 2 of these turning poles and painted them silver, and I then hot glued them to the head and foot of the bed. So my idea is to have musical staffs as the headboard and the footboard. The headboard will be a treble clef, and so I luckily had, yucky paint on my fingers, had these from the wall decal set that I had bought, so I'm going to use these. And I hot glued the treble clef and the 8th note to the headboard. And I didn't, though, have a bass clef piece, so I had to make my own. And this is the bass clef that I made. It's a little bit, it's not perfect, but there we go. I hot glued the bass clef and a 1/2 note to the footboard, and now it's like she has a piece of music. Then I had these great treble clef beads from Blue Moon Beads, and I thought that they would look nice as finishing touches on the tops of the poles, or else they would be a little bit bare. And so all that's left to do now is to put the bed together. I did remove the wall decals from Melody's side of the room, because they did clash with her headboard. So I'm adding the pillow and I'm adding the blanket, and now I'm going to get Melody in the picture so that we can see if she goes with her new bed. I actually think she does. And now let's add her purse as the finishing touch. I like the maroon trim because it goes really well with the streaks in her hair. And this is a side view of the bed. I'm really pleased with how it came out. I hope you guys like it too, and I hope you'll let me know in the comments below what you think. But first, some shout outs. Number one, to Awesome Raven, who really hounded me to get this bed done, so thank you. Then to Hannah Graham, and to Queen Bee Hydra, and to everyone else. I want to thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks again.